Welcome to Coquina Beach, one of Manatee County's most notable beaches. For decades, Coquina Beach has been a popular destination for tourists and locals alike. The soft sandy beaches and warm waters make for a nice, relaxing day. Beachgoers can enjoy several amenities such as pavilions, picnic tables, grills, changing cabanas, restrooms, and playgrounds. The park also has long stretches of paved walkways, perfect for getting some exercise. If you need something to read while relaxing on the beach, take a peek in the free little library to see what you can find. After a long day in the sun, patrons can visit the Coquina Beach Cafe for a meal and a refreshing drink. In addition to the many amenities, Coquina Beach is also a great spot to find seashells. Shell collecting has been a favorite pastime of beachgoers for many years. In 1965, the Manatee County Chamber of Commerce held a naming contest for the beach, and Coquina Beach was selected as the winner. A fitting name, as one of the most commonly found seashells on the beach is the coquina. Coquinas are a very small clam that can be found in a variety of colors, including pink, yellow, purple, and orange. These colorful shells and many others can be easily found on Coquina Beach. Here are some tips for shelling at Coquina Beach. Go during low tide, full moons, and after storms. Shelling is best during times of low tide when the beach is more exposed. As the tide goes out, the water leaves behind shells and other items. On the days surrounding a full moon, tides are more extreme, allowing for a lower tide than normal, potentially exposing more shells. Storms with a lot of wave action and wind may also bring more shells onto the beach. Look for shells and other treasures along the rack line. As the tide goes out, algae and shells are left behind, creating a long line along the shore. This is called the rack line and is the perfect place to find shells and other beach treasures. Be sure to collect ethically. Before taking home a shell, make sure to check that there is nothing living inside or on the shell. All seashells were once living mollusks. After the organism dies, other living things like barnacles, hermit crabs, and algae may use these shells as homes. Be sure to leave plenty of shells for future generations of humans and wildlife to enjoy. You may even want to consider taking only photos of the shells you find and leaving the shells in their natural environment. Also remember to always follow the rules for collecting at the beach you are visiting. This may vary from beach to beach. Look for small shells too. Shelling isn't always about finding the large spiral shells. Small shells can be just as interesting. Take your time and look closely at the smaller shells. You may find a wide variety of different species just by paying attention to slight variations between shells. Identify your findings. Lay out all your shells according to the size and type of shell you have. Put like shells together. This will help you to identify the species you have found. To identify your shells, use a guidebook that is relevant to the area you are collecting shells from. Look for books with detailed photos and descriptions to help you get the most accurate identification. If you are interested in learning more about Coquina Beach and shelling, join us for our monthly Seashell Shore Walk. In this program, we walk the beach to look for shells and learn how to identify them. Whether you are visiting Coquina as a local or on vacation, you are sure to enjoy all the beach has to offer. have a picnic, build a sandcastle, take a swim in the clear Gulf waters, or look for some beautiful seashells. We hoped you enjoyed learning all about Coquina Beach and picked up a few pointers for collecting shells. Be sure to check out our other videos on Facebook and YouTube. Look for Manatee County Parks and Natural Resources.